Alright, tonight's video. Triangle ABC, that's this triangle, ABC, is similar to triangle JGH. So these two triangles are what? Similar. That's what that symbol means, okay? We're supposed to find the unknown measures. Now what do we know about similar figures? We know two things. First thing, we know that the corresponding angles are equal. Second thing we know is the corresponding side lengths are proportional. We've been doing this Friday, we did a whole bunch today in class. You got homework tonight where you're practicing that skill. So hopefully this will help you with your homework. As well as extending your knowledge to what we're going to be doing tomorrow in class. Or over the next few days in class. Do a little bit tomorrow. Or maybe a lot. We'll have to wait and see. Find the missing links. What are the missing links or the missing numbers that we don't have? Well, the unknown measures, they're indicated to us on math problems with variables. We have one here, and we have one here. See the x and the y? That's what we're looking for. We want to know what x equals. We want to know what y equals. Well, x is an angle measure. Y is an angle measure, yes? And the good thing, one of the good things we know about similar figures is that angle measures, corresponding angle measures are equal. So all we'd have to do is figure out what corresponds to h. And that would be equal to it, right? Well, we look at these two triangles, they're obviously not facing the same direction. But what can I do to them? I can flip one of them. If I take this right here and flip it up, it now looks like this one. Yes? So if I take this figure and flip it up, GH is going to stay. But this JG, right? This JG would now be on the what? Be on the top. Yes? And then of course the JH would be right here. So the H is going to stay in the same position. Right? No, that's not right, is it? It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Where's the H going to go? If I flip this thing, G is now going to be on top. H is going to be down here. And J will be over there. This right here is after the flip. Yes? Alright, so G corresponds with what? The B, right? Because it's in the same relative position. And that should be good because they're both what? What does that box mean when it's on a shape? It means it's a right angle. So we're good, right? If that's 90, then that's got to be 90. And they're both already labeled 90. So we catch what we need to catch there with the flip. Alright, so what does H correspond with? H corresponds with C, doesn't it? Same relative position, right? Kind of hard for you to see that. Let me shift. Apologize for that. Same relative position. H corresponds with C, right? So H is the one that had the Y in it, correct? So what's Y equal to? 59 degrees. Now that's pretty simple. That's straightforward. Because we know that corresponding angles are equal, but now we need to figure out what Y is. Excuse me, X. X is that side length right there. What does X correspond with over here? What does GH correspond with? What does this right here correspond with? Corresponds with this right here, yes? Okay, so if I did corresponding over corresponding, because we're setting up proportions here, and proportions need ratios. Two of them, it's got to be equal. That's what a proportion is, two equal ratios. So I need two ratios. Well, this is my X, yes? Because GH is where the X is. So if I put corresponding over corresponding, that's what I'd have, X over 6. Alright, we know they're equal because it tells me they're similar. Yes? Alright. Alright, and then we can do what corresponds with 5. What corresponds with JG? Where's JG at? It's on the top after I flip it. So 10's on the top over there. So where does the 5 go? Does the 5 go on the top or on the bottom? What's the X from? Is the X from the smaller triangle or from the bigger triangle? From the smaller one. So the 5 goes on top because it's from the smaller triangle also. Smaller triangle, right? It's got to be the same thing on top. So the 6 comes from the bigger. What does the 5 correspond with? What is the JG after I flip it? It's on the top, so the 10's on the top. Anything I can do to 6 to get 10? No, can't do that. So what do we know has to be true What has to be true for these two values? Got to be the same thing. How do I know that? Because I'm told it's similar. I know it's similar. So if it's similar, the corresponding side lengths are proportional. And proportional means 2 equal ratios. 2 equal ratios. Okay? I did corresponding over corresponding. Yes, I did corresponding over corresponding. I got small triangle, big triangle, big triangle. So everything checks out.